Hey everybody, it is Quicken, and today I'm gonna bring you a video that I've been playing around with in my head for a really long time, like wanting to do it, and I took the time to get everything together. Anyway, today I'm going to bring you my complete hair timeline from when I was a kid until now.
Is this my scene phase?
So I have done kind of like a crazy job documenting my life. I know it's a lot easier now, like kids have cell phones like right away. I'm going to start when I was like 14 and go until now. So this is going to be my complete hair timeline. If you want to make a video like this on your channel, please tag me. I just went, like, this is my external hard drive from like middle school. Like, I went through every picture of myself ever and just like put it in a slideshow. So that's what I'm gonna do now. If you wanted to make this video on your channel, that was the easiest way I found to do it. But this is kind of like photo heavy, so I'm just gonna get started. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see my complete hair timeline from youth until now. So this first picture, I think I had just dyed my hair black, and this is like the very first picture of like me not having natural hair. It looks like my bangs are a little grown out to my lip a little bit, and I've got that shamrock necklace on for some reason. Yeah, if this is me in my McDonald's uniform with like a massive bun. I got my job at McDonald's when I was 14, so this is the beginning. So right away, I started, getting into punk music and shaved the back of my head, kind of like that. It's definitely not like the cute way that people are shaving their heads now. It's kind of like above my ear a couple inches and just like massive. My mom actually did not know that I did this. I like always had my McDonald's uniform on, so I would just wear my McDonald's hat with my hair down, and she just had no idea. This kind of starts the period Tinkerbell shirt where I started to like dye just my roots. I don't know why, I just thought that that was really dope, and that's the beginning of that. Here I am in the McDonald's bathroom, like looks like I'm starting to get into my own, a little sassy, a little bra strap showing. I would wear my hair in these like little pigtails. You can kind of see that like the back of my head is still shaved. That blonde was, I don't know what I was doing. Look at that cell phone, just hanging out, touching up my roots, the only thing I was doing. Then this kind of marks me getting into like fun, cool colors. Looks like I like majorly missed the spot right there. I was using Manic Panic, like getting my hands on this Manic Panic I feel like was the hardest thing ever, just because I'm 14 and working at McDonald's, I guess, and not being able to go to the mall. There was no like online ordering Manic Panic. It was kind of just like you knew someone who gave it to you. Here I am at the teen center. I got that dress from the dollar store, I remember, with those roots. I don't know. The moody. Then I started dyeing my hair blue on top. Once it was blonde, it was kind of just like an open canvas. It was kind of like whatever Manic Panic, honestly, I got my hands on. Looks like I had blue this month and acne. Real bad. Style icon, honestly. So this marks me shaving my head. I think this is one of the first pictures of me with a mohawk. Like I said, I still had that like back shave too, and I was letting that grow out for like 2 months and then shave my whole head. It looks like my hair is all one color here, so somewhere in between. I must have done away with like just dyeing my roots. Someone must have told me that I was doing that, and I stopped doing it. Sassy. So then I guess I dyed my hair blue, and it looks like my mohawk is like freshly shaved there. Little drama with the mohawk. I remember I asked someone to do it and they like didn't have time, so just like my other friend did it, and I remember jealousy erupted over ownership of the shave. Here's me with mohawk again. It kind of looks like I have bangs in those pictures, so like a Chelsea hawk, that's pretty dope. And then I guess I gave myself some highlights, looks like some pink and some purple, and that mohawk is just so off center. Then I guess I went natural. It looks like I'm like letting my sideburns grow out a little bit so they can curl in. That was kind of a style. I have a camo vest on. Then some fiery stuff. So that necklace I used to wear because I had watched, I think, Rocky Horror Picture Show 100 times in a row. And then that's the like duality mask ring from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Then it looks like I colored the sides and then dyed the top black and then left my little sideburns black too. I don't know. Look at that camera. A testament of the time. Then this is just the black hair. I guess I shaved again and got the pink out. I was doing something cool with my makeup. You know, just being me. Those tuxedo shirts were the shit. That's a Dead Kennedy's leopard print vest. Well, all the patches and stuff are sewn on, but... Oh, I remember I gave myself an Addict's pocket with like a patch that I had sewn only on the 3 corners. Look at all those freckles. I think it was around this time that I was kind of wearing my Mohawk parted to like one side or the other. I stopped like putting it up at this point. It looks like it's like really thick, so putting it up seemed like it was really hard. I was using glue and hairspray to put it up, and I would just like lean to the side and just do it. I don't know how easy that was. It wasn't. Now I feel like I could do it a lot easier. Back then, what did you have? Glue and hairspray. So I was wearing it down and kind of just letting it grow out and do whatever. Looks like I gave myself some blue highlights in the front, still with the Rocky Horror Picture Show necklace. Some eyeliner. Looks like it's green and blue there. So then I like got this hat. I think I found it. And I was just wearing my Mohawk kind of parted down the middle. It was like as ugly as you can assume. But I think I was just like getting over it. At this point, I'm in high school. My like high school ID I remember from this year is me with that Mohawk and that striped shirt. Then from there, I dyed just the Mohawk blonde. Should have dyed my whole head. This is like the Mohawk growing out. Like I said, my friend gave it to me. So obviously it's just like not well done. A ton of different lengths in the hair. I was not getting my hair professionally cut at all. Not at this point. So I just dyed the top red, and I can tell you, do I have a double nose ring? I can tell you this. I was going through like this huge Kurt Cobain phase, and this is like 100% an homage to Kurt Cobain. Yeah, so I only dyed the top red, while I was growing out my Mohawk. I think I was like feeling really self-conscious, like feeling really ugly, but should have dyed the whole thing red, but I didn't. Here I am wearing a Doors shirt, and here, like I said, like I was so obsessed, like cringe, I don't know. I'm showing you these pictures. I was so obsessed with Kurt Cobain. That's why I dyed my hair red. This is like a Kurt Cobain tapestry I had. Here I am with him again. Here's my little brother. He's so incredibly small there. He's in a crib. I can't believe it. I don't know, there's that like stoner Kurt Cobain look thing, grungy. I gotta be in high school at this point. So then I dyed my hair blonde. I remember I wanted to be a teacher in high school, I don't know why. And I was like volunteering after school with like this 2nd grade class or some shit like that. And they made me dye my hair blonde. They wouldn't let me have it red. So I believe the whole thing is blonde at this point, thank God. Got a Labyrinth shirt on. This also marks the beginning of my scene phase. So kind of phasing out punk, like I said, a little drama with the Mohawk. And kind of coming into my own with like scene. Now I'm scene. This makeup look is like black eyeliner with pink eyeliner. Ugh. I love it. This was my MySpace photo forever. I was like, yeah, lean over the fucking washing machine. Wasn't long though until I did this. That shirt is so good. I believe I got kicked out of my after school program for doing this, but whatever, like, it took me 10 minutes to realize I didn't want to be a teacher. Blonde throughout. Looks like I haven't had braces yet. Little choker action. Still, like, Still like confused if I'm scene or punk. Like no one, do I not have access to the internet? Scene, to clarify. Look at that bow. You can see that I definitely have a mullet here because I'm cutting my own hair. And just like, I guess having a complex about having a mohawk for so long. This is a Chiodos. This is I think this is the 3rd gen iPod. My nails still look the same to this day. Okay, so after this blonde thing, I dyed most of my hair brunette, but gave myself highlights, like left some of the blonde pieces out when I went through this brunette phase. This is definitely me, like still being seen, not really understanding what's going on in my life, I guess, but didn't want to be blonde anymore. Oh, and I got a back tattoo, so I had to be at least 16 in this photo. Pretty dope. This is like me still with this scene phase. These striped hoodies from H&M were like that scene shit. Oh, you already know it. Do you see my midriff? I also have like one of those corduroy stoner purses, so I have no idea. I guess I'm like still riding out that Kurt Cobain feeling. So this is the summer. After this blonde, this like brown blonde, I just went all blonde. I wanted to get all that brown out and then it just turned into this. You can still see my haircut is like growing out the mohawk. I have not sought professional help yet. And I think like that striped tank top from American Eagle was still like all my scene shit. I'm wearing moccasins in the summer. And I still have that corduroy bag. Oh yeah, this is some scene time. Scene time, freckle time, mohawk time. Okay, so this hair dye, this is gonna be a huge like common theme for the rest of the video. If you've ever seen this lady. So remember her, I guess. So I dyed my hair this red, this box red, and my hair was all sorts of different colors, so it turned out like this. And this marks me getting a real haircut. So grown out mohawk, real haircut from a salon. Circa Survive was getting their haircut in my hometown, so I found like the girl who was cutting like Circa Survive's hair, and I was getting my hair cut by her too. She said, "You should let me color your hair." And now I know why she said that. So this is my scene haircut, my first official one that I didn't give myself. I remember not liking it and feeling like it was so short. I'm not crying here, these are just like MySpace pics. So you can see my hair is like kind of doing healthy, a little healthy here. I have to be like at least 17 in this photo. Looks like I just shaved my arms. And then it wasn't long, what is that, like fucking 2 weeks later? You can see in this photo that I dyed the top of it dark brown and then the underneath is still that like box red. I'm wearing an Addicts shirt, so am I punk again? I don't know. So this marked me being a telemarketer, and I was putting my hair in these pigtails. I'm wearing like an Academy-ish shirt, so scene. So I got a job as a telemarketer when I was 17, and a lot of the girls who I worked with were like super normal, so I think this like triggered a little reinsurgence of normalcy. Here I'm holding a Razr phone. Here I'm holding, I don't know, what a Samsung phone. Lots of cell phones. I worked there for a while. It was pretty cool. It looked like a mess. Oh, and then I went on this camping trip, I remember, and I was like a total brat the whole time, so if you went on that camping trip with me, I'm so sorry. Looks like I'm also working at McDonald's too. That haircut looked really cute up, but I think I felt really self-conscious about it down. And then I got extensions. You are not going through your scene phase if you don't have black clip-in extensions. So super self-conscious about that haircut, extensions. Ooh. I remember I went to somebody's home salon and she cut them for me. I love it. Here I am, just like wearing this dress from Forever 21, crunchy extensions on the bottom. This is my junior prom picture. This is a real Polaroid. This isn't a filter for my MySpace. My grandma used to take only Polaroids. I still have the stoner corduroy bag, jeez. But here's my extensions with my hair. I was really feeling that look, nailing it, I think. My tongue, I got my tongue pierced that year, I guess. And then I let all that hair kind of grow out. I think I'm wearing like the used hoodie, and I think I just like got over the extensions because I wouldn't sleep with them in and I'd have to wake up early. I don't know. So this is just like, I don't know, coming into my own, definitely like weird scene, letting that haircut grow out. And then it was prom, so by then my hair was a little bit longer, prominent. And this marks the end of my high school year. Literally no one took pictures of me at my graduation, Mom. So here I am in Texas, just letting my hair grow out. I really couldn't afford to do anything to it. So while I was in Texas, it just grew and grew and grew. I didn't try to cut it or anything. That's just what it looked like the whole time. Me and Alejandro forever. When I got back from Texas, I dyed my hair that box red again. I go to the store, I know one hair dye, it's the box red. You can see my new growth is like taking to the red, and the hair color I had from like my last year of high school in Texas is still at the bottom, giving me this like weird backwards accidental ombre, which is fine. So it looked kind of cool close up, but the bottom of my hair was definitely like yucky, muddy, black, brown. But look, I don't notice, I guess. I don't know better. Here's a close-up of it. Kind of looks cool. Like, I'm this like after scene phase of just like whatever. Looks cool. Got my job back at McDonald's. This is my first day of community college back in Pennsylvania. My hair does this if I don't brush it. So, looks like I'm trying my best here. It still looks red on top. Back at McDonald's, it looks like I must have dyed my hair all one color. Maybe that bottom color like really made me feel weird or whatever. Here I'm at HAMU. Looks like I may have gave myself like slide bangs. I'm starting to get a little freaky here. And then my hair was just really long. I think at this point I was cutting it myself. I hadn't had a professional haircut, I think, since my scene haircut. So yeah, I was definitely cutting my own bangs, or like my ex was cutting my bangs. Or my grandma, like literally anyone with scissors was qualified to cut my bangs. My hair looks like nice and PC and stuff, but it's just from like me looking up a picture of Noodles from the Gorillas and just cutting my hair, and that was my reference photo, I'm not kidding. Here's some freaky shit. And then back to that red. Always back to that red. That, I am the sole purchaser of that red color. If they stop making it, I don't know what I'll do. Back to the red, looking, I think this year I became vegan and looking really thin. Just that red, still kind of gummy at the bottom. Just a red girl. I know that, I think my ex gave me that haircut with just like house scissors. I was cutting my bangs myself. Looking real trim. And then this was when I dyed my hair ketchup red. So this was actually an accident. This like red color was fading out really quickly, and I knew how it worked because I've dyed my hair that color an infinite amount of times at this point in my life. So I went and I got nuclear red from Crash Bang Boom on South Street in Philadelphia and dyed my hair with it. Look at that conch pin. And it was a happy accident. I ended up with this color hair and like really liked it. Had no idea how to put on false eyelashes, but liked the hair color. So I kept it, and it was really cool. I'm still cutting my hair at this point, but I'm keeping the ketchup red. And I really, really liked it. I was just letting my hair grow really long with just like nothing really going on. And then I got a proper haircut by the same girl who did the Circus Survive hair a couple years ago. Walked in there and I was like, do you remember me? And she was probably like, maybe? So I got a proper haircut and then kind of stuck with that. I was in community college of Philadelphia at this point, so I think I was like trying to look all right. And then I got the little side shave that people get. You can kind of see my exposed ear there. It's grown out a little bit. I don't know exactly where like some photos between here and now are, but looks like I got my nose re-pierced, wearing some septum bling. I must have just got my tax return or something, because I'm looking fresh. Here's more of that like side shave a little grown out. Here it is a little more grown out, more grown out. I kind of like this hair, how my hair kind of looks here. It's not really styled. I don't really know how to style it, but here it is grown out a little more. I'm in West Philly. Microdermal. So I had Ketchup hair for a while, probably from like age 21 to like, I don't know, 24, right? 23. It felt like a long time. It felt like a lifetime of Ketchup hair. But then I got a job at a coffee shop where they required me to have natural color hair. So this was actually the last day of my red hair. It was really, really sad. You can see it's like a little faded. I never let it get faded ever. So it's a little faded in this pic. And wouldn't you know it, box red. So here I am, I guess like eating some noodles. And I remember I painted my nails red and wore this red jacket in like solidarity. And all my piercings are out except for my microdermal to get ready for the job at the coffee shop. No unnatural hair, no piercings, but I was broke. I just got fired from, like laid off I guess, from the swan boats because it was just like out of season and I just needed to take a job, so happy, whatever. There's that box red, you know, kind of coming into my own, wearing different patterns and stuff that I couldn't wear with the red hair. Looking like that. Still cutting my bangs myself. Just, you know, living it up. This picture's in Richmond. And then I think I had been working at the coffee shop long enough to afford a real haircut. So I think I got a real haircut at this point. And then I got my hair professionally colored. I brought in a picture of Drew Barrymore. So this is like ombre, and I think it was like the year of ombre. So I'm like, I look miserable, but like still cool. Here's another picture, I guess, of the ombre, but my hair's curly, wavy, so you can't really tell. And it looks like I started dating John. I'm in his room. So after all of this, I, you know, got into beauty school. The day before beauty school, I had cut my hair and dyed it natural brown. I had it done at Ulta, so I didn't do it, but I was just like, hey, all this hair, all this going on, I don't have enough time to do my hair, cut it all off. So the night before beauty school, I started pushing my bangs over to the side, had this little brown little haircut. I brought in a picture of like Aubrey Plaza, and was like, I want to look like her. So this is my first day of beauty school, you know, bright, starry-eyed, just me against the world. So at beauty school, I started to get my hair cut at beauty school. Most people kind of do, they kind of get sucked into that, but people who have no idea what they're doing are cutting your hair. It's awesome. Look, the only haircut we knew how to do was my fucking haircut. So I started to like grow my bangs out and push them to the side and give myself this like big push like comb over, but I was like really into it. And then letting my bangs grow out and my bob grow out a little bit. I would like curl the bottom. I was like into that for a little bit. I kind of love this. Like, yeah, it was a beauty school haircut, but look at all that texture. Then I was able to part it down the middle once my bangs grew out. This was like the first time in my whole life I'd never had bangs, so I was like really feeling it. And then I got fired from the coffee shop, which was actually kind of cool because like 2 days later, I had my hair done by Josie. It was the first time I've ever met her. She gave me this cool like rose gold highlights, super pretty. I just like, she gave me a real haircut and not a beauty school haircut, no diss. And it was just like great. Living my best life in this little pic. And that was super fun. You can't even tell that I'm sad about being fired because I don't think I am. After the rose gold faded out, I put on some green Manic Panic. I actually did like a Manic Panic review on YouTube. So this is like that, what's left over of that. You ever see pictures of yourself from a while ago and you're like, what happened? You're looking great there. So that is the green just put right on top of the rose gold. I did that myself. Still in beauty school, letting that haircut grow out. You know, putting on the green myself, that shirt. And then Josie gave me another haircut, a little shorter, a little more like bratty, little bitchy haircut. That's what it looked like in the back, like a ton of texture and stuff, really cute. Probably like the shortest I had been, but we loved it. It had like this big piece in the front, it was cool. So I let my hair grow out for like a year, I guess. I'm working on my back tattoo in this photo. And then Josie brought up my highlights, and it was the like year Pulp Riot came out. So Josie bought like every color Pulp Riot, and I was her model. It was a lot of fun. Just these like jewel tones and stuff were super pretty, but really hard to keep up. They faded out pretty quickly, but still like super fun. Looks like I have my job at the salon. It's a nice picture of me. Like, I look alright. I don't look tired from beauty school or whatever. Then Josie did this pastel series on me. That was a lot of fun. You can see my highlights are kind of grown out. I have like a major root, but that's like what I'm always going for. The pastels were super pretty, but really like only lasted 1 or 2 shampoos. Then you can see they like really faded. But I really got into this faded like white look and kind of chased that feeling and went silver. So going silver was probably the most damaging thing to my hair because it requires so many constant touch-ups and toning to keep it from turning yellow and murky, and just like so much outside influence can like harm your hair. So I tried being silver for a while. I think this is like Tang Silver, but the silvers just like fade to like yellow or green right away, and canceling yellow and green just does damage to your hair. So it was a hard run. What lipstick is that, by the way? Very cute. So Sassy Silver, you know, just doing my own thing. And then I was invited to be a model for another Pulp Riot class, like an official Pulp Riot class. They came to Philadelphia, and in order for, like, I could go to the class for free if I was a model. So I was like, sure, I don't care. So I had to go blonde for like a weekend. That was weird. And then these are the photos from the Pulp Riot class. Our inspiration was like blushes, like simple, not like crazy loud. So I had that for a little while. I really liked the way it faded out. It faded to like this really nice like white, stormy, like purple Valentine's Day. Like, I don't know, I was like calling it like blush, and I was really into it. This is like the look I did for a tattoo convention, like stuff like that. Super cute. At this point I was touching it up myself at home, and I was using Joico colors. They were just really pretty, really soft, but these colors fade right away. Here I am, just like kind of with like straight purple on there, just like really nice light lavender. I think this is one of my favorite hair colors I've ever had, this or this, just like super, super pretty. Just like, what a nice girl. So this was the end of like this purple hair color. Like, it would fade out right away, and I really didn't like how murky it kind of looked. Like, especially on top, you can see that like yellow blonde. So I went silver, like completely silver. I love silver. It's so versatile. Like, you don't have to change your wardrobe. It looks natural, so you can kind of like blend in public. You're not just like, blah, I got blue hair. The silver is kind of just like beautiful and trendy. And everyone told me it was the hardest hair color to have, so like I just had to have it. I don't know why I'm like that. So the blonde had, like that blonde placement had grown all the way out, and now I had this like nice rooty look. This haircut grew out really nicely. I hadn't had a haircut since then. So this was the like lime crime color. It photographed really nicely, but it wasn't really wearable in real life. So like that looks really nice and healthy, but I don't know. So then this silver is like silver from my salon. I got hired at Bar Nut Fair. I think this was my first day, and I was just like super stoked. This is the most beautiful silver picture I've ever taken. There's no filter on this. The rainbow in the corner is a rainbow catcher in my window. This is a real photo of the most beautiful silver I ever had. This is titanium, I think in shades, which is just like so beautiful, but it lasts literally like one shampoo. So that's the only photo. I brought this exact photo to Kay like 10 times and she was like, stop it. So that faded out, and then Josie gave me this like shaggy, like beginner's mullet that I really, really liked. I got this over the summer. It was like the first time where I was like, oh, like I'm pretty and polished, and then I was like, I want to wake up and just leave. So she gave me this like bed head, took out a lot of weight, added a lot of texture to my hair, and that's the last haircut I got. She did just like trim my dead ends like between here and then, so there was that. And then I got the blue hair, and Kaylin did this. She kind of bullied me into it. She was like, hey, like when you have gray hair, you look really washed out. You just look like, I don't know, like pale and sick and all this stuff. And like, I know that like she was being really nice. You want someone to tell you what you don't realize. So I was like, yeah, you know, I do feel like I have to wear a ton of makeup with the gray hair and whatever. So she was like, let's like bump it up. And I got this blue. And it's kind of true, like I have no makeup on in this photo. I kind of like didn't really know what we were getting into. She brought my highlights up and my hair is blue. She highlighted it with darker blue pieces. You can't really tell, but it's in there. It's giving it like a lot of dimension. And like I said, I have no makeup on in this photo, and I just like look more alive, I think, than, well, no, this is the best photo on earth. So between these two, the blue was just kind of to bring back my energy. I think it worked. I had the blue touched up one other time, and then I let it fade out. I let it fade out to this, and then that's where I am today. So that is my complete hair timeline. I am going to get my hair cut and colored really soon. I was supposed to get it done today, and just like timing didn't work out, because when you work at a salon, it's kind of like clients first and then like the people who work there. So this will be the last time, I guess, I'll have this like greeny hair. It seems like every time my hair fades, it fades to like this color green, which I feel like makes my skin look murky and whatever. And I have to wear more makeup, but I'm really excited. So this has been my complete hair timeline video. I know it's gonna be long. I hope it went by fast, but yeah, let me know what you think. If you make your own, definitely shout yourself out in the comments so we can all watch your video. And let me know. Did you have these phases? Were you like this? Did you document your whole life? What is going on with me? But yeah, thank you. Give this video a thumbs up if you were into it. And if this is your first time here, subscribe. I have tons of hair videos and reflecting on used to be punk videos. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Until next time, bye.